Второй день блокчейн лайв. Дело в том, что вчера все это место затопило, и у нас не получилось сюда приехать и выступить, но я думаю, что сегодня у нас будет такое маленькое камерное, но интересное выступление на маленькое количество людей. Самое интересное, что я сегодня услышал, это от Lomesh Dutta, это вице-президента ICP, то, что нет никаких гарантий на сегодняшний день, что искусственный интеллект не посоветует ребенку с депрессией наложить на себя руки. И это очень страшно, учитывая, что у меня есть дети, и я понимаю, насколько это важно. Lomesh, hi. Yeah, one second. Just right now, I was talking to, well, we have a big audience. Myself, I have 4.3 million followers on Instagram, 200,000 on YouTube. We have a huge community in Russia. And I heard your pitch, your presentation, that you were saying that right now, there is no guarantees that if the kid depressed is coming home, that AI will not recommend them to, for example, hurt himself.
Yeah.
So, can you please expand on that? Something more that you can say, the current situation with the AI?
Yeah, I think if you think how is AI model training happening today, right? So it's a set of corporations which have their own rules on how to select the data. I mean, are they actually giving any credit to the intellectual property of the data they're scraping and all that kind of stuff, right? So this is in the whims and fancies of centralized corporations. Now, we obviously probably OpenAI and Microsoft and Google are very trustworthy names, so I'm not saying that they will create a problem.
But still, it's a human nature, right? We never know what's going to happen. We never know who are these people who's inputting the data.
These three teams are absolutely not going to be the only organizations that are going to be working on these LLMs, right? Everything is now open source. Facebook have this Llama 2 available, which means that anybody can come pick that open source model, start building on top of it. So yes, you will have lots and lots of different AI models. Some teams you may be having more trust, others not as much. But the point is it's still very vulnerable because nothing is verifiable. You don't necessarily know what's going on here. So I think that's the big problem.
What do you think about governments? Do you think governments should be involving into the prioritization of data censorship? Do you think that government should be involved in all this censorship on each level, on the products level, on AI level? What do you think of that?
Well, I think the problem is less about I don't even think that the government can very easily solve this problem, right? Because you have all of this data that's just available on the internet for free, right? So how can a government even figure out what was used to train a certain model?
That's true.
It's very hard for someone to prove. So what we are saying is if you think about what is blockchain, right? Blockchain lets you do state transition. It lets you basically see what's going on. What was the input? How did it went through a transition, and what was the output? So if you can really build these as a smart contract on a blockchain, if you can train AI models on a blockchain, I think that's magical. Because then it tells you this was the model, there was no bias, it wasn't against a certain particular group of people, certain ethnicity, and these models is not scraping data from, Stack Exchange and trying to help people code, and then this other business is going bankrupt because somehow their data was used, but they're not getting the credit, right? So these kind of things are what we need to solve for.
Last but not least, what are we expecting from ICP this year? What are the major updates we're expecting from ICP?
We have very phenomenal things going on right now. So one is on the AI side. We demonstrated the world's first AI model running as a smart contract. We are now working on probably going to see how can we incorporate more GPU subnets in this. So that's one track. The second major thing we have is what we call as chain fusion. So the idea is we have essentially through our smart cryptographers, they have figured out a way on how do you connect with different blockchains without relying on any bridge. So ICP can now let you build smart contracts on Bitcoin. If you look at CoinDesk and Decrypt and Block, they covered this yesterday. We made this major announcement. Think of ICP as a layer 0 for Bitcoin, which can let you build smart contracts on Bitcoin.
It's amazing.
And you can seamlessly connect Bitcoin, Ethereum, soon Solana, basically every top 100 crypto network.
So it works like a side chain from the Bitcoin, right?
Correct. And there is no bridge because right now everybody is basically just wrapping something, so central intermediary. What we have done is we have figured out a way on how do you directly sign a Bitcoin transaction from ICP. So there is nothing in between.
You solved it already?
Oh yeah, absolutely, it's live.
That's amazing. Good to hear, super exciting, and we do really believe in you. All the best with ICP.
Thank you, really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good luck. Bye. Thanks for that.